of the great venues to watch a game in any sport and one of the best home crowds in any sport. Soldier Field in Chicago. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears. Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And we are underway on a Monday night. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no run back on this one. So the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. The first carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Brings up second. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. On play action, they'll throw. Going deep this time for Miller. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Incomplete.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. He'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. Folks, remember this. His first NFL game, a rookie getting playing time here in week 1, and he comes through with a giant play there, an interception return for, obviously, his first NFL touchdown.
Do you think he dreamed that last night at all? No chance. Not one whatsoever, but he got it done.
Extra point good by Prater, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Matt Prater to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right now.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. The catch is made by Riley Ridley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
And 8.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe for a minute. Let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, fire like dragon. Nigga flying past seven.
On 3rd down, he'll drop the throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 24-yard line.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
At the 31-yard line.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That may be a sneak peek on this opening drive of what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead, he doesn't waste any time on wrapping another dimension to his game, showing off those wheels and picking up some nice yardage.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass. That's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
And he finds his tight end, Graham. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. Not much there, only a yard.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, that's one of the drawbacks of running the RPO. If those linemen go into run block mode, you can't throw it if they're more than a yard downfield. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. They'll look to throw. Going up top for Miller. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
11 on the play.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
The 2nd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. And Robinson with a big catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Lions 14, Bears nothing.
On the handoff, it's Cohen. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Number 29.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gain 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down now, it's Cohen. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
It's 4th down.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over. This one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple of yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. 31 yards, and the Lions add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Tariq Cohen.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Bears on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his right. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. His throw caught right around the 6. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll go with the keeper. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Another shot from the one on 2nd and goal. Now this time he'll look to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson, but now it's 3rd and goal.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Touchdown, Lions. That touchdown, Charles, the first rushing TD of his rookie year.
I don't know that he's going to be Lamar Jackson or Russell Wilson or Josh Allen at this stage of his career, but he's got youth on his side. Those young legs, he put them to good use there, didn't he?
Prater for the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
The tackle made at
the run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts.
7-yard
as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And left side here, it's Graham. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They're firing a deep ball for Kmet. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
First down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
He'll air this one toward Coleman. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. It got his man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
First down, Detroit.
Caught on the right side by Jones. 7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
7 brings up 2nd and 3. At the Bears 28.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
For Kenny Golladay, incomplete. It's 3rd down and 3 yards.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Again, he'll drop to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
T.J. Hawkinson, incomplete.
So on 4th down, the Lions turn it over to Matt Prater for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through.
Makes the score.
So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
O'Donnell to kick off for Chicago.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Now Pollard. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll run on first down. Swift. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right.
Now they'll try the jet sweep here. And a short gain down to about the 33.
By the wide receiver.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He can run for it, and he will. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. From 17 yards out. And the Lions just continue to pour it on. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Julian Okwara there to bring him down.
Well, they certainly haven't been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after them now.
That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
And he completes it to Cohen. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
45-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
that is
by the time we have to leave the booth.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. 58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. You don't want that.
Now back to throw. And now he'll tuck it and run. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
3 yards remain for 2nd down.
Hey, me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. He's coming after me. We got double up.
On the handoff, this is Swift. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple down inside the 35 to the 34.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and what you need to do? Sometimes you don't have to worry about that. That's just smart football. That kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 23 yards on the tuck and run. Some early fireworks from this rookie quarterback getting the start in week 1.
And every time a rookie quarterback gets to start week 1, you and I both know the extra attention that comes with it. We know that he's going to throw the football, but will he make the right decisions? And in this case with his legs, he showed the defense there's an extra dynamic to his game.
And getting a hand in there and knocking it away, Eddie Jackson.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift there to make the grab. And the Lions have got it on cruise control. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Again, it's Cohen. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Looking to throw. They'll roll him out right. He may try and run for this. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line.
Lions take over 1st and 10. At their own 37-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
We always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Back now at Soldier Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Galladay's got it, and the Lions have a touchdown. Kenny Galladay, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And this offense is running away with this one. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Lions 52, Bears nothing.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Back to throw now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines.
And now here is another interception.
The pass on second
Picked by Tracy Walker, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
At their own 42-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
He'll get this one to Galladay. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Complete.
23 yards on the play.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. They'll look to throw again. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Galladay's got it, and the Lions have a touchdown. Kenny Galladay with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns as his guys continue to pour it on. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into Week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. The veteran Jamie Collins there on the tackle.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
He was brought down by...
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And for a second straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage. Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
Yeah, you hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they got the answers to the exam the night before and were well prepared for this final.
Flushed out right. Room to run past midfield. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. The Bears on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 42, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. To throw now on first down. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Charles, you look at that run, and in your garrulous and loquacious manner, how would you break down the Nick dynasty that occurred when that was bounced outside? It was almost Machiavellian, wasn't it?
The capricious dichotomy of their play calling is almost a non sequitur. And, Brandon, I have to say, my friend, the ubiquitous cacophony of your ostentatious, sycophantic ramblings have left me in a state of ennui.
Do you always have to one-up me? I thought I was bringing the thunder. I had to look those words up all morning, and then you do that.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On play action, they'll throw. Going for it all. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Corey Coleman there to make the grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Extra point good by Prater, and the lead will swell by one more.
Matt Prater to kick off for Detroit.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 48.
They try again with Cohen. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. A 3rd down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 29, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And he will be out of bounds after a nice pickup. And that will also lead us to the 2-minute warning. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious, so you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
Ball carrier.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. 2nd and 6. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Back to throw here. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room and get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
On the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next.